This absolutely stinks of desperation, and if it actually went through, it would be a massive infringement upon your First Amendment rights, and it is absolutely illegal. She is again trying to dox normal people, but she's the victim, right? This is something the Federal Communications actively prohibits, and basically, she wants to unmask over 200 individuals and prevent them from remaining anonymous due to believing something different than the mainstream or believing herself, something that she has been lying about for years. But it could go as far as unmasking and doxing these people. And we finally have some documents that are very scary. Hey guys, it is Tristan with Nerdette's Newsstand, and today we are going to talk about some new documents that have come up in the whole fiasco with JD and AH. But if you are new to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe. As always, hit like. Let me know down below what you make of this situation, and if you think she will actually get the information after I go over everything. Well, not everything, but a lot of what the lawyers for Twitter has to say. Now, one thing I want to say before we get into it too much is Johnny needs to take note. He needs to go after Amber and the supposed $7 million divorce settlement donation with this and kick some butt, because Twitter or Disney or the bigger corporations can't keep you safe forever. Now, let's talk about the reply, because before we seen a subpoena, and we're going to talk about this. It wanted over 200 people's people, name, information, IP address. Not only that, they wanted to know your home address, if you tweeted at your family's house or your work. Even if you did not tweet, they want to know when communications were made through direct message. They want to know all of it. They want to know the make and model of your phone, or if any disciplinary action was taken against you for tweeting too much. It is absolutely ridiculous and ludicrous that this woman thinks she has some sort of entitlement to this type of information, because she absolutely does not. They have long documented cases where you cannot unmask without certain stipulations. And that is exactly what Twitter responds to. Well, to make a long story short, if anyone goes through this and your name is on the list, there are a lot of people I've seen that are on this list. And if it actually goes through, right now I'm telling you, we will do live stream upon live stream to get you the money for a lawyer to actually quash this. That is how serious this is. I think at this point, you need to at least prepare, but I don't actually see this happening. Now, Twitter did respond in full, and they actually denied it. Amber's lawyers, not the actual court. They said, we want this information. Now let's take a look at what they had to say this time. Defendant Amber Laura Heard issued a subpoena to non-party Twitter in connection with litigation to Johnny Depp. All of this we know. The subpoena seeks, in relevant part, IP address information for over 200 counts, which she alleges are bots. She alleges, nobody else and without good reason, that published smears and misleading statements about her and were maliciously operated by or at the direction of the plaintiff. What they're trying to say is she believes and she thinks she has the right to this information because she thinks when she gets it, it is going to pull the veil back and she is going to see they are all centered at Johnny Depp's location or at Adam Waldman's location. And we know this to be false, but she thinks that she has this right, and I don't understand it at all. So let's talk about IP addresses for a minute. It says IP address information can be used to unmask anonymous speakers equipped with this data. Defendant can subpoena the relevant ISP for the identity of the individual or entity related to each IP address, meaning when she gets those IP address, she can then take it a step further and go to the internet service provider. There's a bunch out there, AT&T, Spectrum, there's a bunch, right, Buckeye? She can then subpoena them to take it a step further. Absolutely disgusting. Twitter has not received and is not aware of any evidence in support of the defendant's allegations about the account's speech. And let's be real, they did say about defamatory and malicious statements within them. That happens all the time. You are a celebrity. You cannot expect people not to talk bad about you. You cannot expect at any rate of being in the public eye to have those people that will always dislike you. Guess what? Get over it. For example, defendant has not identified any specific tweets from any accounts that she alleges are defamatory. She hasn't even tried to make her suit credible. Absolutely amazing. Therefore, Twitter does not believe the subpoena has satisfied the First Amendment safeguards applicable to anonymous speech. And Twitter's position is that the defendant must seek a determination from the court regarding whether over 200 anonymous speakers may be unmasked. So this is going to go to the court. Twitter told her no to the subpoena. No, you are not getting information. You are sending this to the court because in order to unmask somebody in California, it requires Amber to establish a prima facie, I hope I'm saying that right, clause. And that is the only way she is able to unmask someone. It's usually in situations like death threats that have been consistent and actually credible, because those can happen. Moreover, the California constitutional right of privacy requires a showing that there is compelling need for discovery that outweighs the privacy rights of the speaker. Nothing that she has shows us that her needs outweigh yours. Now, she may think so because she is very entitled, but there is absolutely no judge in the world that would think it was okay to go and unmask an anonymous person online because Amber's feelings were hurt. It is absolutely ridiculous. So it says, in particular, it is unclear to Twitter whether defendant has established a prima facie clause or cause of given action of the absence of evidence. So she gave no evidence in her counterclaim and exhibits as to any defamatory speech from the account. Given these issues, Twitter's position is that a court must undertake the applicable balancing test before Twitter can produce the requested data. They said no, but they are prepared. Now, I want to read this and I want you to listen to this part specifically because if this pertains to you, I think it's better to be over-prepared always than to be under-prepared. Twitter respectfully proposes that the court direct defendant to file a motion to compel, requesting that the court undertake the relevant First Amendment analysis and center an order reflecting the court's determination. Twitter is not prepared to produce absent such an order. If the court concludes the subpoena satisfies the First Amendment, Twitter will then provide notice to the users and provide them with 14 days to file to quash the subpoena. After the 14-day period expires, Twitter will produce responsive data for all the accounts in which there are no users objected. Now, this was dated 2 days ago. So, what it looks like is if Amber goes ahead and does a motion to compel, which at this point I honestly believe she probably will, if she does that, or when she does that, if the court then concludes that this is more relevant to her case than what we deem it is, they will then contact Twitter. Twitter will then contact bot A, person A, and say you have 14 days to respond to this legally. You have 14 days to file a motion to quash, or your information is going to be in Amber hands. And of course, there's no way she would ever abuse that, right? Not even a little bit. I think she's better than... Okay, I can't keep that up. But even so, this is an intimidation tactic to definitely further silence this community. She wants to scare you. Don't let her. She literally wants 4 years of your information. Real people, not bots. She wants 4 years of every single thing you did. It's absolutely disgusting. Like I said, I will be keeping an eye on this. Make sure you subscribe. I will keep this up to date as to what is going on. But if this does happen, I am telling you right now, I have no problem helping anybody that needs assistance when it comes to quite possibly doing maybe a live stream or something to garner up some funds. I think that would be really good. And just bring on people and talk and have fun. So if it happens, now my best guess is it's just going to get thrown out. It's just going to get thrown out. You have the ability to not only remain anonymous online, but your protected information shall remain protected under law. So I think this will get thrown out. But I'm just saying, if it gets there, we'll cover it then. So let me know, of course, what you guys think about all of this. It's absolutely disgusting. I've been covering this case for 2 years. This is the worst and most entitled I have ever seen Amber. And I think you kind of see her going up that hill of desperation, and she's reached the peak. I don't know how much worse she could possibly get. Anyways, let me know, of course, what you guys think about all of this, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Hey guys, I want to give a huge shout out to my Patreon and subscribe stars. You guys literally make this channel possible. Huge thank you to Cage the Mick, Robert Mick Twiz, Black Knight Fool, Brucey, Chris Z, David L, David Rafford, Jeffrey Allen Carnes, Mighty Paws, Mike Buckner, Maizen Barbosa, Ruskart, Ryan Decker, Robert Hoffman, and Doc Holliday. You guys are absolutely amazing, and thank you so much for all your support. Don't forget on the way out to like as always if you enjoy the content and hit subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.